So, a bit of context: my brother Mark, 30M, and my sister-in-law Jessica, 28F, have always been super close. We're a tight-knit family, and we usually get along really well. But during this barbecue, everything kinda blew up. Jessica and I have the same phone model, same color, same case, everything. While I was inside grabbing some drinks, I saw what I thought was my phone sitting on the counter. I picked it up, and just as I was about to unlock it, a notification popped up. It was a message from someone named Anthony from work, and, well, let's just say it wasn't exactly PG. At first, I was confused. Then it hit me: this wasn't my phone, it was Jessica's. My heart sank. I'd heard Mark mention Anthony before. He's a co-worker of Jessica's, and I always thought they were just friends. But this message, it was pretty clear something else was going on. I lost it. I stormed outside and confronted Jessica in front of everyone. I didn't think, I just reacted. I told her what I saw, and Mark's face just crumbled. Jessica tried to deny it, but when I showed her the message, she went pale. She started crying, saying it was a mistake and that she was planning to end things with Anthony. But Mark looked like he'd been punched in the gut. I was furious and told Jessica to leave. She protested, saying it wasn't fair to kick her out of a family event, but I just couldn't deal with her. She eventually left in tears, and the barbecue pretty much ended right there. Everyone awkwardly left soon after. Now the aftermath: Mark's devastated. He's been staying at my place since then, barely talking. I feel awful for him. But Jessica's been blowing up my phone, saying I humiliated her and had no right to air her business like that, especially in front of the family. My parents are upset too, saying I should have handled it privately and that I've caused a huge rift in the family. I honestly didn't mean for things to blow up like this. I just couldn't stand there and pretend everything was fine when I knew what she was doing to Mark. But now I'm wondering if I was too harsh. Comment 1. NTA and your mother is wrong to say you cause a family rift. The only rift is between Mark and the cheater. Everybody else shouldn't get themselves involved, otherwise they're the ones making themselves part of the rift. You're looking out for your brother, and Jessica has the audacity to come at you for embarrassing her. She doesn't get to feel wronged. Comment 2. NTA for outing a cheater, but a solid YTA for not considering whether or not your brother wanted his business aired in front of the entire damn family. The appropriate thing to do would have been to hand the phone to your brother and let him confront his wife on his own terms. You made this about you and how you felt with no consideration for him whatsoever. I, 32F, have been married to my husband, 35M, for 3 years, and we've been together for 5. Up until recently, I would have said we had a pretty solid relationship. We were always honest with each other, or so I thought. But a few weeks ago, I found out something that has completely shattered my trust in him. It all started when I noticed my husband acting a little strange. He was being super secretive with his phone, like taking it with him everywhere, even to the bathroom. I figured maybe it was work stress, or he was just going through something he didn't want to talk about yet. But then I came across something that I can't get out of my head. I was cleaning up around the house, just doing some usual tidying up, when I found an old, crumpled envelope stuffed in the back of one of his drawers. Inside were a few photos of a little boy, maybe around 6 years old. The boy looked so much like my husband, it was almost eerie. On the back of one of the photos, there was a note that said, "To Dad, love you always." My heart literally dropped. I had no idea who this kid was, and my husband has never mentioned having a child. When I confronted him, he looked completely shocked, like he didn't expect me to ever find out. After what felt like hours of arguing and crying, he finally admitted that he has a son from a relationship he had right before we met. He said his ex got pregnant, and he decided to keep it a secret because he was terrified I'd leave him if I knew. He said he didn't want to burden me with the situation, and that he's been sending money every month to support the kid. I feel so betrayed. Not only did he keep this massive part of his life from me, but he's also been secretly sending money to his ex-girlfriend this whole time. He insists there's nothing between them anymore and that he's just trying to be a good father, but the fact that he hid all this from me for so long makes me question if I can ever trust him again. He's been begging me to forgive him, saying he didn't want to hurt me and that he was only trying to protect our relationship. But I just can't shake the feeling that he's been lying to me all this time, and it's killing me. I love him, or at least the person I thought he was, but this feels like such a huge betrayal. Now I'm stuck in this awful position. Do I try to forgive him and somehow rebuild our marriage, or do I walk away from the man I thought I knew? The thought of leaving him hurts so much, but I don't know if I can ever get past this. Am I being too harsh? I feel like I'm losing not just him, but also the future I thought we were building together. But at the same time, I don't know how to move forward with this massive lie hanging over us. Comment 1. NTA. It's completely understandable to feel betrayed and hurt. Your husband kept a huge secret from you, and that's a serious breach of trust. You have every right to question whether you can continue the marriage. Comment 2. NTA. The question I'd have is, sending money does not make him a good father. It means he's legally doing the bare minimum. A good parent is actively involved in the life of their child. So 1, he lied to you, and 2, he's showing you the kind of father he is. I personally could not get past that.